Israeli forces have launched multiple airstrikes in Beirut's southern suburb of Dahiyeh. The overnight attacks came after Israel warned people several neighbourhoods to leave their homes or face bombings. The area is a Hezbollah stronghold. And Charles Stratford joins us live from Beirut. And Charles, I understand you can actually see the dust settling on Dahiyeh. What sort of picture is emerging following those strikes now?
Well, yes, another night of Israeli airstrikes, at least 8, certainly according to the Israelis, that targeted the area behind me, Dahiyeh. I'll step out of the frame. You can obviously see smoke still rising from what we believe are a number of the strike sites from overnight hits. Dahiyeh used to have a population of around 700,000 people. It's unclear as to how many people now still remain in the area, but we're estimating that at least 90% of the population has left since this campaign started, around a month ago. And you can see the pile of smoke that stretches right the way across into the area to the right here, which is basically downtown Beirut. There's very little wind today, so the smoke from these strikes is hanging over the city. The Israeli military say that one of the target sites that they hit was a weapons storage and manufacturing facility in Dahiyeh. Of course, as you can imagine, no statement to deny or confirm that from Hezbollah, but this is the scene pretty much every morning in this area now after these strikes hit. It's quiet, there's no sound as yet of the more usual Israeli drone above. But yeah, it's an indication yet again of no real let-up, as Israel says that it continues to target areas that it believes Hezbollah are operating in, whether it be seemingly military infrastructure or otherwise. As I say, the situation here in Beirut this morning so far has been calm, but yeah, another heavy night of attacks on the southern suburbs.
And how significant is it, Charlie, that we're getting also warnings now from Hezbollah to people living in settlements?
That's right. That was unprecedented last night, this warning that was released by Hezbollah, warning civilians in around 24 towns in northern Israel, a few also in the occupied Golan Heights. How do we interpret this? Many people are saying that it is an effort by Hezbollah now to up their game in terms of psychological warfare. Certainly, if you see the reaction in areas in southern Beirut, for example, in the southern suburbs, or in the areas that are still populated that are hit, when these forced evacuation warnings happen here, issued by the Israelis, they cause utter panic because there is very few places where people can go. And the time frame from that warning to an actual strike varies, sometimes very short time indeed. So it's an indication certainly of a change in strategy of Hezbollah, maybe, as I say, emphasizing a want to play on the minds of Israeli civilians in those areas. The Israelis are saying that there was what they describe as a drone was downed, or there was drone material that fell on an industrial area, a place between Akka and Stratford in the early hours of this morning. And just to bring you up to date with respect to shelling also in the east of the country, the Israelis saying that there was a launch of an airstrike in the Bekaa Valley this morning. No reports of any casualties yet.
All right, thanks so much. Charles Stratford there.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.